Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Teacher English Speaking Channel, where learning English is easy and fun. I'm Lucy.
Hello, Lucy. Hello, everyone. It's wonderful to be back with you all today.
Hi, Tom. How are you doing today? You look very energetic.
I'm doing fantastic. Thank you. I just had a really nice cup of coffee. You know, that dark roast we were talking about last week? It really woke me up. I feel full of energy and ready to talk. How about you?
I'm doing great, too. Thanks. I was just reading some of the comments from our last episode, and it always makes me so happy. One listener from India said our podcast helped her feel more confident ordering coffee. That just made my day.
That's the best. That's why we do this. But Lucy, speaking of comments, I also see a common theme, a common worry. A lot of students say they feel nervous.
Yes, I see that too. A lot of comments about feeling shy or afraid to speak, especially when they're in a real conversation and someone asks them a simple question, like, "What do you do?"
Exactly that specific question. Their minds just go blank. They freeze. It's such a common question, maybe the most common after "How are you?" But it can feel so difficult and stressful.
I understand that feeling completely. It's not that they don't know their job, but they're worried about so many things at once. Which words do I use? Is my grammar correct? What if they don't understand my job title? What if I sound stupid?
It's a confidence problem, not a knowledge problem. I remember when I was learning Spanish, I was at a party, and someone asked me, "¿A qué te dedicas?" What do you do? I just froze. I knew the words teacher and work, but I couldn't put them together. I think I just said, soy, inglés. I am, English? It was so embarrassing.
Oh, Tom, see, it happens to everyone. It's a universal feeling. And that is the perfect topic for today. So, everyone, today we're going to help you with that exact problem. We are going to solve that problem together.
That's right. Today we're going to learn how to talk about your job in English.
Yes. And we're not just going to give you one sentence. We're going to give you simple steps, easy phrases, and lots of examples. We want you to feel confident, relaxed, and ready when you answer that question.
It's going to be really useful, and we promise to make it easy and fun. And if you're ready to learn, show us some love by hitting that like button and subscribe so you never miss a lesson.
Okay, Tom, let's get started. I'm ready to build that confidence for our listeners.
Me too. Lucy, so let's go back to that moment. You're at a party or in a new class, and someone asks you, "What do you do?"
My mind goes blank. What's the first, simplest, safest answer?
The simplest and best answer starts with "I am," or the short form "I'm." You just say, "I'm a," and then your job title.
This is the most important foundation. For example, I'm a teacher, or I'm a doctor, or I'm a nurse.
Exactly. And Lucy, you mentioned this in our last session, but let's explain it again, because it's important. Be careful with "a" or "and."
Oh, yes, this is a common small mistake, but it's easy to fix. We use "an" when the next word, the job title, starts with a vowel sound.
What's a vowel sound, Lucy?
The sounds are A, E, I, O, U. For example, I'm an engineer. The word engineer starts with an E sound.
Or "I'm an artist." A sound. "I'm an accountant." A sound.
But for most jobs that start with a consonant sound, like B, C, D, T, M, you just use A.
I'm a doctor. I'm a teacher. I'm a manager. I'm a bus driver.
So that's step one. I'm a, or I'm an. It's the perfect, simple answer. You don't need a big, complicated sentence. I'm a nurse is great.
But Lucy, what if my job title is very long? For example, I'm a senior deputy assistant manager for sales.
Okay, if that's your job, you probably don't need this A1, A2 level lesson, but that's a great point. If your job title is complicated, try to find a simpler word.
Exactly. Instead of senior deputy assistant manager for sales, you can just say, I'm a sales manager. Or even just, I work in sales. We'll talk about that one later.
Keep it simple. That's our golden tip. Okay, Tom, what about people who are not working? This is a very common situation.
That's a great question. Lucy, many people feel nervous about this, but there are simple, clear, and very good answers.
What's the most direct one?
You can say, I'm unemployed right now, or I'm not working at the moment.
Unemployed, UNEMPLOYED, just means you don't have a job. It's a very clear word.
But it can feel a little negative for some people. A more positive and active way to say it is, I'm looking for a job.
I'm looking for a job. I love that. It's hopeful. It means I'm trying to find a job.
Or you can be more specific. I'm looking for a job in marketing. Or I'm looking for a job as a teacher.
Another one I hear a lot is I'm between jobs.
Yes, I'm between jobs. That's a great phrase. It means I finished my old job and I'm going to start a new job soon. It sounds very professional.
Okay, so we have answers for people who are working and people who are looking for work. What about students?
That's the easiest one. You just say, I'm a student.
Just like a job title. I'm a student. And if you want, you can say where you study. I'm a student at Hugh University.
Perfect. And what about people who work in the home? Lucy? People who take care of their family?
This is a very important job. You can say, I'm a stay-at-home mom. Or, I'm a stay-at-home dad.
Or you can say, I take care of my children. That's a wonderful, clear answer.
And finally, what about older people who have finished working?
They can say, I'm retired, retired. It means, I finished my career, I don't work anymore.
Wow. Tom, so we already have answers for many different life situations.
And they all start with that simple, I'm or I am.
Okay, so that's step one, the foundation. What's step two? How can we add a little more detail for people who are working?
You can say where you work. This is very common. We use 3 simple prepositions for this. At, for, and in.
Okay, this is where it can get tricky. What's the difference? Let's start with at.
We usually use I work at to talk about the general place or the type of building. For example, I'm a doctor. I work at a hospital.
Or, I'm a teacher. I work at a school.
I'm a cashier. I work at a supermarket. I'm a professor. I work at a university.
Okay, that's clear. So, at is for the place. What about for?
We use I work for to talk about the company or the person you work for.
So for the name of the company, I'm an engineer. I work for Google.
Exactly. I'm a manager. I work for a big company. Or I work for a small tech company.
So, I work at a hospital and I work for a hospital are both okay?
Yes, they are. English is flexible, but for often focuses on the company, and at focuses on the place.
And you said for a person?
Yes, maybe you're an assistant. You can say, I work for a famous writer.
Or I'm self employed. That's a good one. SELFEMPLOYED. Self employed means you work for yourself, you're your own boss.
You can say, I work for myself.
I like that one. Okay, so we have at for place, for company. What about in?
In is also very useful. We use in to talk about the department, the field, or the city you work in.
Okay, let's break that down. First, department.
The department is your team in the company. For example, I work in the sales department, or I work in marketing, or I work in finance.
This is very useful. So if your job title is manager, you can say, I'm a manager. I work in the finance department. That gives a much clearer picture.
Exactly. And you can also use in for the field. The field is the general area of your work.
For example,
I work in education, or I work in healthcare, or I work in technology.
this is great for when your job title is confusing. If you say, I'm a scrum master, people might not understand.
Right, but if you say, I'm a scrum master, I work in technology, that helps a lot.
And finally, in for a city. I work in London, or I work in New York.
Perfect. So let's review step 2. I work at a hospital. Place. I work for Samsung. Company. I work in the marketing department. Department.
This is so good. Tom, I feel like I'm a teacher. I work at a school is already a great answer.
It is, but we can add one more layer at step 3.
What's that?
Sometimes, like you said, the job title doesn't explain what you do. If I say, I'm a manager, what does that mean?
Right. You manage people, you manage projects, you manage money.
Exactly. So you can add one more simple sentence starting with I and an action verb. Verb means an action word.
Give me an example.
Well, for us, I'm a teacher. What's our action? We help people. So I'm a teacher. I help students learn English.
Oh, I love that. It's so simple. Or, I'm a chef. I cook food in a restaurant.
Yes, or I'm a bus driver. I drive a bus. Or I'm a writer. I write books. It's simple, but it gives a perfect picture of your job.
Let's think of more. What about a nurse? I'm a nurse. I take care of sick people.
Wonderful. I take care of is a great phrase. What about a manager? I'm a manager. I manage a team of 5 people.
Or, I'm a data analyst. I work with numbers and computers.
I work with, that's another great one. I work with children. I work with computers. I work with my hands.
And another, maybe slightly more advanced, is I'm responsible for.
Oh, responsible for, that's A2 level, but it's fantastic. RESPONSIBLE. Responsible means this is my job to do.
So, I'm a manager. I'm responsible for planning the projects.
Or I'm a cashier, I'm responsible for the money. This makes you sound very professional.
This is so useful. Okay, Tom, I think we have all the pieces. We have step 1, I'm a. Step 2, I work at Foreign. And step 3, I help, I manage, I work with.
That's right. Now let's put it all together. Let's practice. Let's have a small, natural conversation. Like we're meeting for the first time?
Great idea. Let's do a role play. I'll start. Hi, my name's Lucy. It's so nice to meet you.
Hi, Lucy. I'm Tom. It's great to meet you too.
So, Tom, what do you do?
I'm a teacher.
Oh, really? That's interesting. Where do you work?
I work for a channel called Teacher English Speaking. I work with my co-host, Lucy.
That's a great answer. And what do you do there?
I talk about English in a simple and fun way. I help our listeners feel more confident and relaxed when they speak.
That is a perfect description. And I can tell you really like your job.
I do. I love my job. It's the best.
See? That was a beautiful, natural conversation.
It was, and you can do it too. Okay, now it's my turn to ask you. Hello, Lucy. My name's Tom.
Hi, Tom. It's nice to meet you.
So tell me, Lucy, what do you do?
I'm a student.
Oh, nice. What are you studying?
I'm studying marketing. I'm a student at a university in London.
That's fantastic. Do you like your studies?
Yes, I do. It's very interesting. I'm learning how to sell products. It's difficult, but I really enjoy it.
That sounds wonderful.
See? We just had 2 different conversations, one for a teacher and one for a student. But both use these simple steps.
You don't have to say everything at once. The other person will ask you questions. That's a conversation.
Just start with, I'm a teacher, or I'm a student. The other person will ask, oh, where? Or, oh, what do you study?
Exactly. A conversation is like a game of tennis. You hit the ball, then they hit the ball. You don't have to throw all the balls at once.
I love that. Tom, that's a perfect way to describe it.
So I think our listeners are ready. They have all the tools they need to answer this question.
I know they are. Wow. Tom, that was fantastic practice. We covered so many different situations.
We did. And I hope everyone listening can see that it's just about adding small, simple pieces together. It's like building with Legos.
That's a great metaphor. I like that. Okay, so let's review the most important Lego pieces from today. If our listeners only remember 3 things from our long lesson, what should they be?
Okay, the first and most important idea is your foundation. The simple, direct answer. That is, I'm a, or I'm an, plus your job title.
Or the simple, direct answer for your situation, like I'm a student, I'm looking for a job, or I'm retired.
Exactly. Don't try to say everything at once. This one simple sentence is a perfect, complete answer. It's 100% correct.
I agree. And the second key idea was how to add a little more detail if you want to, using those 3 small, powerful words for location.
Yes, remember, at for the general place, I work at a hospital. For the company, I work for Samsung. And in for your department or field, I work in marketing.
You don't need to use all 3. Just choosing one makes your answer sound so much more detailed and professional.
And finally, our third key idea was to explain what you do, using a simple action verb.
This was my favorite part. Instead of a complex, long job title, just say what you do. I help, students, I cook, food, I work with, computers, or I'm responsible for the money.
That's it. I'm a job. I work at place. I help people. 3 simple steps. That's all you need.
That summary is so clear. Tom. Okay, now it's time for our golden tip. We talked a lot in the beginning about that terrible feeling of freezing, feeling nervous, and worrying about mistakes. What's your number one piece of advice for our listeners today?
My golden tip is this. The person asking is not testing your English. They're connecting with you.
Oh, that's a big one. That's so important. Let's talk about that more. What do you mean?
I mean, when I asked you, what do you do in our role play, was I thinking, I wonder if Lucy will use a or an correctly. I hope she uses the right preposition. No, of course not.
No, you weren't.
I was thinking, I want to know about Lucy. She seems nice. I want to start a conversation. The question, what do you do, is not a test. It's an invitation. It's an invitation to connect.
That's a beautiful way to put it. It's not a test. It's an invitation.
Exactly. The other person is just trying to be friendly. They're not a judge. They're a friend or a potential friend. So if you make a mistake, it doesn't matter.
It really doesn't.
What matters more? Perfect grammar or a friendly smile? A smile that every time. What matters more? A long, complicated sentence or a simple, clear answer? The simple answer is always better.
So, our listeners shouldn't worry about sounding stupid or simple.
Never. In fact, simple is better. A simple answer is a confident answer. Remember my tennis metaphor from earlier? A conversation is a game of tennis.
I do.
Your job is not to give a long 20-minute speech about your career. Your job is to just hit the ball back. Someone asks, "What do you do?" You smile and say, "I'm a teacher." Hit. Then the other person hits the ball back. "Oh, really? That's cool. Where do you teach?" That's a conversation.
So, the goal is not to give a perfect long speech. The goal is just to start the conversation.
That's it. That's the whole secret. So my golden tip is focus on connection, not perfection. Be friendly, smile, and say your simple, true sentence. I'm a student. I'm a doctor. I'm looking for a job. That's a 100% successful, perfect answer.
I love that. Tom, focus on connection, not perfection. That's the perfect advice. That's truly the perfect advice. Tom, focus on connection, not perfection. I feel more confident already, just from hearing that.
Me too. And I hope everyone listening feels that way too. Well, that's all the time we have for today. It's been a really big and important discussion.
Thank you all so much for joining us. We hope you learned a lot. And we really, really hope you feel more confident about talking about your job now.
Yes, thank you, everyone. Remember, you have the tools now. You have the simple phrases. You're ready. And if you haven't already, please make sure to subscribe and hit the bell so you get notified about our next lesson.
And please share this episode with your friends or anyone you know who feels nervous about speaking English. You can practice together. That's a great way to build confidence.
And for today's practice question, of course, we want to know.
What do you do?
Yes, please tell us in the comments below. We're not testing you. We're connecting with you. We genuinely want to know you.
You can write one simple sentence, just like we practiced. I'm a student, or I'm an engineer, or I'm looking for a job.
We would love to read your answers and learn about all the amazing, interesting jobs our listeners have. We're so excited to read them.
Leave your answer in the comments below. Let's start the conversation.
Until next time, keep practicing, be brave, and have a great day.
Goodbye, everyone!
Bye for now.